Hey, welcome back, Braxton's War Room. It's been a while. Take a look at Gorizia 1916, the Sixth Battle of the Isonzo by Europa Simulazia Zoni Games. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've done this. Been playing some other World War One games, and decided to get back to this because I don't want to leave it here and not finish it. Finished up the August 10th term, so I'm almost halfway there in the full campaign game here. It being a little while since I'd played it, I kind of forgot I was doing. I had to go by what units I had activated. Definitely not the kind of game that you want to take big pauses in between because I couldn't remember my initial reason for activating certain units. This turn, the Austrians did have the initiative, so they did move a few times first, trying to block the Italian advance. I used the red arrows here to show where the Italians have penetrated. You can move in here. You can see that they've been moving up big time, shooting for these 5 VP hexes up in this area here. Made it up pretty far, but the Austrians have come down and created a little defense line here, which isn't going to hold too well because the Italians have penetrated the second line of trenches here, and this could become a big issue here once they start moving up this way. Now, what I'm realizing, one of the big challenges of this game is getting the artillery to stay in range. You definitely obviously need artillery support. So I think this turn the Italians are going to have to really flip a lot of these artillery units into move mode, which I tried to do with some of these units in this last turn. You can see a few units here that are flipped to move mode, trying to move them up from the back, but I'm really going to have to move a lot of these units here up into these front lines to try and support this advance, because Austrians have to take at least a couple of these big 5 VP hexes to win the game. They've taken approximately, oh gosh, we got some down here. I'm guessing about 8 or 9, and they need, it's completely slipped my mind, but I think they need at least 17 to 18 to win. And they're getting pretty close to some up here. Gorizia, the Austrians are moving back, and they're definitely going to take these hexes here, which is 4 more points there. But it's getting a little difficult. They got to worry about these big 5 EV hexes over here and down here by the Adriatic. These here and here. The Austrians moved a lot of their best units down here to try and secure this flank. And you can see the Italians are really trying to push up. But boy, is it a major traffic jam. This game is definitely a huge challenge as far as shuffling these units around, trying to keep guys fresh, trying to not push too hard where they end up surrendering. The Austrians, I tell you, they're pretty surprising. I'm surprised that they were doing as well as they have, but it just goes to show, I think this game does a pretty good job at modeling the difficulties that these armies had trying to keep their armies, supplied and fresh, trying to recycle troops, from the rear to the front. And even with all the great road network here, it just gets so difficult. And you can see by the counter density in these areas, trying to move these reinforcements up so they can take advantage of this breach, which is what they're really going to be trying to push here the next turn. That's about all I have to say about this turn. I'm going to try and not wait as long to do this next turn. I'm actually heading off to a convention this next week, so I probably won't be able to start playing this again for about another week and a half. But I hope to get the turn August 11 done soon, and we'll see what happens. All right. I'll see you in about 2.5 weeks.